What's up everybody, Rafael here and welcome to the channel Network Engineer Pro. If you are brand new, welcome. I'm really glad to have you, and if you've been here before, awesome, welcome back. In this video, we'll be looking at traffic engineering in BGP using the weight attribute. We'll do a little bit of theory first and then head over to the CLI to see it in action. When a BGP router has multiple paths to the same destination, the route or prefix that has the higher weight value is going to be preferred. The first thing you should know about weight is that it's the first attribute in the BGP best path selection algorithm, assuming that the next hop is reachable. Weight is also considered Cisco proprietary, so you're probably not going to see it on other vendors. The BGP weight attribute is locally significant on the router you're configuring it on. This is not something that's going to be sent in any sort of routing or BGP update. The values that you can use for weight range from 0 to 65,535. The higher value is preferred. Paths that are originated locally have a weight value of 32,768 assigned by default. Any other paths, like the ones that would be learned from other BGP neighbors, have a weight value of 0 by default. Weight is something that we set inbound to affect our outbound traffic flows. In my opinion, weight is probably one of the easiest attributes to use. I actually have a cool lab fired up right now, ready to go. So let's take a quick look at our topology and our objectives so that we can get started. The two routers on the top are ISP-A and ISP-B. Both of those ISP routers connect down to router 1, the customer. ISP-A and ISP-B are going to be sending the same prefixes down to router 1. What we're going to be doing is examining the BGP table and seeing what paths are being picked as best, and then use the weight attribute to change it. Let's get started. Okay, so you can see the topology in the upper right hand corner. The first thing that I want to do is on router 1, confirm my two BGP neighbors are up. I can do this by using the command show IP BGP summary. This command tells me that my two neighbors, which are ISP-A and ISP-B, are up. I'm also receiving two prefixes from them both. I can see these prefixes by looking at the BGP table. I can view the BGP table by using the command show IP BGP. This output tells me that ISP-A and ISP-B are both sending me the same two prefixes, 1.1.1.0/24 and 2.2.2.0/24. I can see that the weight is 0 for all of these prefixes, which makes sense because this local router did not originate any of these prefixes. They came from somewhere else. The BGP best path selection algorithm was run, and it chose the path from ISP-A as best. We can tell by looking at the caret or the greater than symbol on these prefixes. If you were to go through the Cisco documentation for the BGP best path selection algorithm yourself, which I will include a link in the description for that, you will come to the conclusion that the reason the paths from ISP-A were picked as best is because if the paths came from eBGP peers, prefer the path that was received first, aka the oldest one. So when I was configuring this network, ISP-A came up first, then ISP-B. I can prove this by shutting down the neighbor ISP-A and then re-enabling it. That would make the paths via ISP-B preferred because they will now be the oldest paths. Let's do it. Let me go to config T, do show run pipe section router BGP. I'm going to go ahead and apply the shutdown command to this neighbor. If you look at the diagram, this neighbor is ISP-A. I'm going to give it a few seconds and then bring it back up. Let me go ahead and do a show IP BGP. There we go. Now we can see that after shutting and re-enabling ISP-A, the paths from ISP-B were chosen as best because they have been in the BGP table the longest. Now, what we can do is use weight in such a way that all prefixes from ISP-A are preferred. Right now, router 1 is preferring the path via ISP-B. Let's fix that by going into my BGP config. And at the neighbor level, set the weight. If we hit question mark, we can see the value. Again, it was from 0 to 65,535. Higher is preferred. Let's set a value of, I don't know, let's do 9,000 and hit enter. I have no idea why I picked such a high number, but whatever, let's go for it. What this is doing is router 1 is saying, hey, all of the prefixes that I received inbound from ISP-A, apply a weight value of 9,000. We can speed up this process by doing a soft clear do clear IP BGP star soft and hit enter. Let's go and check our BGP table, show IP BGP. Okay, perfect. We can see that both prefixes that we received from ISPA now have a weight value of 9,000 applied to it. That's pretty cool. And because of that higher weight value, the path via ISPA is preferred. Again, we can tell that by looking at the greater than symbol, which indicates the best path on the left side of the prefixes. Doing it that way works great, but remember, it applies the weight to all the prefixes received inbound from that neighbor or peer. Sometimes we want to be a little bit more specific in our routing policy. Now, instead of applying the weight to all prefixes, let's just do it for one. Oh, it looks like it kicked me out here. Let me get back in. The first thing that I want to do is that wait command that we used earlier to set the weight to 9,000. I'm going to go ahead and remove that from our neighbor ISPA. I'm going to go to config T, do show run pipe section router BGP. To remove this command, just put a no in front of it. I'm going to do a soft clear to speed things up. I'm going to give it a few seconds and then look at the BGP table. I think that should be enough time. Let's do a show IP BGP. Great, we can see that the weight value of 9,000 has been removed and all of the weight values are set to the default, which is 0 for these learned prefixes. What I want to do now is traffic engineer the network in such a way that to reach the network 1.1.1.0/24, go through ISPB. The first step to get this done is let's go ahead and create a prefix list to match the 1.1.1.0/24 network. We're going to say IP prefix list and we'll give it a name. Let's say wait ISPB. We're going to permit 1.1.1.0/24. Now that we created a prefix list, we need to put that prefix list inside of a route map. So I'm going to say route map. Again, I'm going to give it a name. I'll use the same name as the prefix list. Permit and give it a sequence number. I'm going to say match IP address prefix list and then the name of the prefix list. Now that we've referenced our prefix list, we need to do something to it. And that something is going to be to set the weight. And let's give it some crazy number. Let's do 40,000. Now, I don't want to deny everything else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another permit entry and just give it another sequence number of like 20 and not put anything inside of it. Now the route map's done. We created our prefix list. We created the route map, we referenced our prefix list in the route map, and then set the weight to 40,000. Let's go ahead and apply this route map to our neighbor. All right, and the neighbor I'm going to apply this to is going to be our neighbor ISPB. I'm going to say neighbor 20.0.0.2, route map, the name of the route map, and I need to pick a direction. Is this going to be applied outbound or inbound? Remember, with weight, we are applying the weight inbound to affect our outbound traffic flow. So I'm going to select in. I'm going to do a soft clear to speed this up. Give it a few seconds and then check the BGP table. Let me give it a few more seconds and try again. There we go. We can see that for this network, 1.1.1.0/24, there has been a weight value of 40,000 applied, but only the path that we received inbound from ISPB. And we can see that because of that higher weight value for that prefix, router 1 has chosen the path from ISPB as best, again, because of that greater than symbol next to the prefix. And that's just a few of the ways that you can use the weight attribute to do traffic engineering in BGP. That was cool, right? Match a route with a prefix list, put it in a route map, set the weight, and apply it inbound. And done. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Another way to set the weight is by using something called an AS path access list, but that's a little bit more advanced and I want to save that for the next video. That's going to be about it for this video on BGP weight. Not too complicated, right? You saw how to set the weight at the neighbor level, which applied it for all the prefixes. Then we got really granular using a prefix list and a route map. I hope that you found this video helpful and learned something. If you did, let's apply a higher weight value to that YouTube algorithm by hitting the like button, commenting if you found it helpful, and subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks everyone, have a great day, and lab on.